welcome to today's computer class, and today we will discuss about malware and its types. Students, as we can see, the world is changing at very fast pace. New technologies are coming on daily basis, and in this technical world, online threats and viruses have become the major problem for all computer and smartphone users. So we should aware of all these threats, and today we will discuss about all these. So let's start. So malware. Malware stands for malicious software. Malicious software. So malwares are the computer programs which enter in our system without our consent and starts its destructive behavior, start damaging the files. What type of damage it can do that? It can steal the information, it can modify the information, it can encrypt the data, it can modify any data, it can do any hampering in computer functioning. So all such type of functions can be done by malware. See, malware is a broad term. It's an umbrella under which many terms comes, like malware covers virus, worms. I have written all these terms: virus, worms, Trojans, Ransomware, Spyware, Adware, worm. So all these terms comes under one term, one umbrella term, and that is malware. Fine. So what malware do? Malware damage the system, damage the files and data present in the system. Fine. Now, first we will discuss about virus. So, as we all infected by viruses and get disease, similarly computer also get affected by virus. But in our case, virus is living or biological, but in case of computer, these are programs, not a living virus. Fine. Now, what is a virus? If anybody asks what is a virus, so virus, you can say it is a malicious program which enters in our system without our consent, and it attaches itself to the another file or program and spread throughout the system and start damaging the files and data present in the system. So what is a virus? It is a malicious program which enters in our system, attaches itself to the other program or file and start damaging files and data present in the system. And sometimes it can bring the system to a halt. Halt means end, or we can say it can crash the system. Fine. And the main property of virus is it is a self-replicating. Replicating means it can multiply itself, it can copy itself. Fine. But it needs a host program, it needs a host file to get executed. I hope it is clear. So this is about virus. Now the other information about virus is that who has given this malicious program name as virus? Virus is a one type of malware. It's not a malware. It is a malware, but malware is a broad term and virus is a one type of malware. So who has given the name virus? The name was given by Fred Cohen in 1983. Fred Cohen in 1983. This man has given the name virus. And according to him, virus stands for, V stands for vital, I stands for information, R for resources, U for under, and S for Cs. So vital information resources under Cs is the full form of virus. Now if anybody asks you, what was the first virus? See, if the question is what was the first virus of network, then the answer will be Creeper. Answer will be Creeper. Creeper was the first network virus which spread in ARPANET. I hope you remember ARPANET. ARPANET was the first network used by US Defense. So, and the Creeper was the first virus in the network ARPANET. So, it is the first network virus which spread in which network? ARPANET. Fine. Now, if the question comes, what is the first PC virus? This is the first network virus. And if the question is first PC virus, means what was the first virus which spread in PC? We are talking about one single PC. Then ALK cloner. ALK cloner. ALK ALK CLONER cloner. This is the answer. Fine. So this is about virus. I hope it is clear. The main thing is self-replicating and it needs any host file to get attached or any human action to get executed. Fine. Now we are moving ahead and the next is worms. Now we will talk about worms. Now what are worms? See, worms are very similar to virus. Now what is the similarity between virus and worms? Now we are talking about worms. Fine. Again, what is a worm or worms? Worms are again the type of malicious program, that is malware. So it is a malware. Now what are the similarity? First we will talk about similarities, then we will talk about the differences between virus and worms. What are the similarities? Similarities, worms are also self-replicating. Fine. And the function is same. It also damaged the files and folders present in the system. Right. Now the differences. The main difference is that I told you that virus needs some host file or human action to be executed. But worms are independent. Worms are standalone. It doesn't need any human action or any host file to get executed. This is the main difference between worms and virus. But both are self-replicating. Right? It also replicates itself. It also spread itself without any help. But virus need host file. Fine? Now similarity, both are self-replicating. Difference, this is worms are independent and the virus are dependent. They need host file or human action to get executed. Now what worms do? See, worms enter in a system and it fills the memory, RAM and hard disk. So it fills the memory. Fine. And how does it spread? It uses the address book present in the system and it spread throughout the network. It's a network. It uses the network to spread. Fine. So it uses the address book of the system and spread throughout the network. Means whatever systems are connected on a network, it spreads in all the system. How? Through emails. Fine. So it uses the address book of the system and spread throughout the network through the emails. I hope it is clear. Worms. So these are about worms, and what they do, they fill the memory. Fine. Now the next is Trojan. Trojan. Again, this is another type of malware, Trojan. Now what are Trojans? See, Trojans are the programs which appears to be very useful and fascinating flashy. But as we install these programs in our system, it starts destroying nature. It starts damaging the files. Fine. And how does it enter in the system? It enters through emails as an attachment. So when we see any attachment, like it can be in the form of document, any Word document, and it appears to be very useful. But as we open the Word document, then it starts its real nature or damaging nature. Or it can be in the form of fake software. Like you can get email like your system is running very slowly, and this is the software. If you install this software, your system will start running smoothly or at very fast speed. Or you can get that this is a software to clean your memory, computer's memory. So you can install this software, and when you install that fake software, then it starts damaging files and folders. Fine. So it can be in the form of fake software, or it can be in the form of any useful document, but it appears to be very useful and catchy also. So this is the function of Trojan. I hope it is clear. And the main difference between virus, worms and Trojan: virus self-replicating, worm self-replicating, but Trojans are not self-replicating. Fine. Now, so all these what we are discussing, types of malware. Now the next is ransomware. Ransomware. As the name indicates, ransom. Ransom means what? Ransom means, in Hindi we can say firoti. Like when kidnapper kidnaps anybody, then he or she demands some money to release that captive. Fine. So in the same way, ransomware is a malware. It enters in the system without our consent, without the user's consent, and it blocks the data. You can say it kidnaps the data. It encrypts the data. Means now the data cannot be used by us. That data cannot be read by us even. So it has been blocked. Data has been blocked. Now they demand money to decrypt that data. So they demand ransom. When you pay them ransom, them means sender of the ransomware. When you pay them ransom, when you pay them money, then they can decrypt the data. Or they can give you threat that they will publish your data. So if you will not pay the ransom, they can give you threat that they will publish your data. And as you pay them money, they will decrypt the data. Fine. So this is about ransomware malware. Now the next is spyware. Spyware functions same as of any spy. What does spy do? Spy monitors somebody, observes someone, and it steals the information or catches the information and passes to someone else. The same way, spyware are very small programs, not a large programs, small programs which are designed for some specific machine to target somebody. Fine. So when the spyware enters in the system, what does it do? It steals the information. It monitors the user's activity on computer, and those information it passes to the sender of the spyware. Fine. So this is the function of spyware, malware. I hope it is clear. So the next is adware. Adware. Again, it's a malware, but it doesn't harm the system. What it does do, it only displays the advertisements on the screen in the form of pop-up window or in the form of bars. So it doesn't harm the system, but it actually irritates the users. Sometimes you also might have experienced that suddenly the pop-up windows opens, and sometimes you cannot close even. Bars opens, advertisement bars or pop-up windows opens, and it sometimes irritates the users. So its work is only to display the advertisements only. Fine. So this is again a malware, because without consent it is showing the advertisement in our system. Now the last is bomb. Bomb. Bomb means sudden disaster, explosion, isn't it? So bomb, what it does, it enters in our system, it remains inactive for a long time. What is it waiting for? Waits for specific event or specific date and time. And when that date and time arrives, it suddenly do the disaster. That's why its name is bomb. And examples of bombs are like, it involves date and time. Like Friday 13 is the name of bomb. Like Happy Birthday 30. These are the name of bomb malware. So today we discussed about malware and its 7 types we have discussed. I hope all these are clear. So thank you for watching. Thank you.